Hello guys, it's the LEGO here, and welcome back to another video. In today's LEGO review, we're taking a look at set 75397, Jabba's Sail Barge from LEGO Star Wars. This is the UCS version, or Ultimate Collector Series version of Jabba's Sail Barge. There have been two previous versions of this, but they are both playsets. This is more of a accurate, larger, just upscaled version of it with a lot of detail, similar to other Ultimate Collector Series sets. Obviously, this is based off of Return of the Jedi, and this set includes 11 minifigures and 3,942 pieces. You can see the box has the black branding that all these adult collector sets have, and there is some blue silverish pieces and the 25 years of Star Wars logo, because this did release in 2024 for the 20th anniversary of LEGO Star Wars. This set is $500, which is a bit expensive for almost 4,000 pieces. We'll see if it's worth it later on. I just think they should have included the gifts and the Sarlacc pit around it, but we'll talk about more of that later, like I just said. But yeah, the back of this set, we can see the interior, which again we're going to take more of a look at. You can see this thing is 30 inches long, which is pretty long. And you can see there's some shots from the movie as well as from the set on the back as well. But let's get this big thing. So yeah, this is a very big box. I can't really fit it all in my recording studio. I turned it around because it's too tall to like open upwards. But yeah, this does have a front-facing logo of the set on this side here, and there is 3 tapes. So let's open the box up, and looks like we have like a picture of the sail barge. That's a pretty cool name. It's a bit blurry though, but pretty cool. Oh, Jabba. I wasn't expecting to see him on this box. This is a pretty cool opening. And Salacious Breadcrumb just jump scared us. That's pretty cool. Looks like we do have some boxes inside, so let's take those out real quick. So it looks like we get 2 boxes in the set, one with Max Rebo, one with Salacious Breadcrumb, and they are actually numbered on the bottom, or the sides, I mean. So you can see it says box 2 here, and I assume the other one says box 1, but they both house the bags and instructions, but I gotta figure out which one has the instruction manual, so I'll get that opened up real quick and see which one has it. So, I pulled out the instruction manuals. It was in box 1, like I was assuming. They have the same front, or this one has a front facing of the sail barge, this one shows the back. Relatively small sticker sheet, which is great to see, unless I'm missing one. But this looks like just a normal instruction manual. Maybe with, yeah, just with the highlights for where you place stuff, like all these figure sets do have, but it looks to be normal. And I think in the first one though, we will have some little information about the sail barge and some stuff from the Star Wars director, as these sets tend to have. But there's also the book here as well, just showing some other 20th anniversary stuff. But yeah, this is going to be a long build, probably the biggest one we've done on this channel so far, but hopefully this won't be too long of a video. But yeah, we'll get started and go to the minifigs. First up, the first figure we're taking a look at is C-3PO. This is a pretty detailed figure, including prints on the arms, legs, and torso, showing all his wires and mechanics and stuff like that. And I just think it looks great. The only thing that is kind of wrong with this figure is the leg. They did make a mold recently for his silver leg, and instead of using that for this, they decided to just print it on, which they've done on other versions of this figure, but definitely should have included that newly molded version of him, because it just kind of feels a bit cheap to just include the printed one when you do have a dual molded one available. Besides that though, still a great C-3PO figure. So we get the Bib Fortuna up. This is probably one of the worst figures in the set, but let's talk about the good first. The torso and legs have great printing. I really love like the robe design, and then you can see some of the blue robes on the inside, as well as some of that metal chainmail. His face is also good with a angry look, red eyes there, though I wish there was pupils, and then more of an upset, confused look on the back. The thing I don't like about this figure is the head mold. It just does not look like his Twi'lek that are seen in Return of the Jedi. They kind of just reused the same one as Fat Bib Fortuna, but this is not Fat Bib Fortuna at all. This is just regular Bib Fortuna, so should have just used they should have just used one or made a new one instead of just reuse it. Again, just feels cheap like that C-3PO thing. It just kind of downgrades this figure a lot. So we get one of the henchmen for Jabba, Wolf, and it's a pretty good looking figure. I really like that torso print with the vest and like the scraps with the bombs. I'm assuming those are just great torso. And then his face, we have like a kind of neutral look on one side. I really love the printing for like the fins or detailing around the head. And then of course on the other side we do have another face, more angry face when I guess they're fighting on the sail barge. But the best part about this is definitely that new molded piece for his hat. Just looks really good, lots of great detailing. And yeah, I kind of remember this figure best from like the Star Wars action figures from the original ones, and I think this is one of the figures they made, and it just reminds me of that, so it's kind of nostalgic because I had those and used them a lot when I was a kid. But yeah, it's still a great figure to be included. So the set includes Max Rebo, and this figure is similar to the one from 2013. He does have a darker coloring though, and yeah, he has a plain blue torso, plain dark legs, or plain dark blue legs. Of course, that unique molded head for his species, which is rubber, and yeah, it doesn't have too much detailing, but it has like the big ears, that thing at the back, and then his, of course, long elephant-like nose, and his eyes, and yeah, just nice inclusion. We haven't seen him since 2013, so it's good to have a new Max Rebo. So we also get Kithaba in this set, another one of like Jabba's henchmen. It's a pretty good looking figure. We have seen this figure before, so it's nice to get an updated version. Again, great torso detailing, similar to Wolf, which we looked at. Pretty much the same torso, but just some different details with the belts and stuff. And so dark red legs, and then of course we have his face where he has like an angry expression with that like pig-like nose. I forgot what species it is, but I think it captures it pretty well. There's no back printing because of this head mold, which is like this bandana, and they made it so there's some green coming out the top, so it looks like he's bald, and then the bandana is just going around his head instead of fully covering it. So yeah, it's a great figure, another good addition that populates this set. A surprise to be sure, but a welcome one is this figure, Princess Leia, or Slave Leia. I'm surprised they actually went through and made this figure again, considering the connotation of the name and just the general appearance of her, but she looks great. She includes this really nice molded hairpiece with that one long braid coming down the side, and yeah, the bun at the back. She does include a neck brace, which we'll go into later, and yeah, she just has the regular Princess Leia face with like the smile on one side and then a more angry expression on the other. And then of course the torso is nicely detailed with the bikini and a lot of skin showing, of course. And then the legs are a bit weird looking because of the dual molded legs. They probably should have just printed it instead of dual molded legs. Probably the only time that dual molded legs should not have been used. It looks fine, but yeah, it just looks like she's wearing shorts instead of like the skirt. But besides that, it's a great figure, probably the best in this set. We also get a Gamorrean guard. He's been in some other sets recently, so nothing to note much about him. He has some nice printed legs with the boots and then the skin showing. And then of course that great molded piece just looks really good, like Gamorrean guard with like kind of big torso, and then of course the armor, and then the pig looking head. It just looks great. Looks so much like the Gamorreans in the movie, and there's no need to change it, so it's great for this set. So another one of the henchmen is Visum. And this is a okay figure. I do like that nice yellow torso with like some stains and stuff. And then that hat mold is pretty good with the brown on the sides and the tan on the top. And then the face is just kind of a reuse of another pirate's face we see in like the pirate snub fighter. Just that I still can't remember the species, but the one with all the horn stuff. I mean, it looks fine, but just kind of a neutral figure, but it just adds to the set like the other ones we've seen before. So we get the R2-D2 as well, and he includes his drink tray. So it's the pretty standard R2 we've seen in the last couple of years with the front and back printing and that dome printing, but this time he has a drink tray with some nice molded drinks like this orange one, and then we just have a glass cup, and then this like hot chocolate looking one. So I like the new drink molds, and just adds to the set because he is in the scene, so populates the scene again like the other figures. And then we do get this updated mold for Salacious Crumb with his dark brown color. It looks good. I like the tail, and it just kind of looks like him. I feel like they could have made it a bit lighter. Yeah, again, he has that like beak here there with the bit of coloring and printing for the mouth, the ears, and then like neck hair, whatever. The only part I don't like is how he just does not have pupils. Go check out my pupils video if you want more info on it, but it just looks super weird. He doesn't really look like Salacious Crumb. He just looks possessed and zombified. It's kind of weird looking overall. Besides that, it's a great mold. Of course, Jabba's Sail Barge would not be complete without Jabba, and the set does include him. I believe this is pretty much the same exact mold that they were using in 2012, 2013. I feel like there might be some updated printing on this piece though, with some more dark gray and stuff. But yeah, his head is a 360 rotation, which is connected by a Technic pin, and then his arms have stud handles on them, which we'll get to a feature later. They also can be disconnected. And then, yeah, the face has great molding for the mouth, nostrils, eyes. It just kind of looks really good. Just looks like Jabba, and also like the tattoo on his arm. So yeah, great mold, still holds up today, and yeah, it works really well for a set. So we get a stand for all the figures in the set. It's made out of a bunch of black pieces and tiles. Just easy to remove the figures and play with them, but you can also display them, which is nice. And of course for R2 we have different studs, so he can stand with his legs on either side. And then Salacious Crumb has a stand, and yeah, just good way to display the figures. Nice inclusion to the set. But we also get a stand separate for Jabba himself with some other stuff. So Jabba has a bigger tile space with a green mark for where you put him on. And then we have the 25 years of LEGO Star Wars brick for the 25th anniversary that this set was celebrating. And then we have, of course, the printed Jabba's Sail Barge plaque with all the information about him, or about the ship there. And yeah, just, that's a normal inclusion in all the sets, so great to see it here again. So here is the Sail Barge in full glory. What a great looking set overall. It just really looks so well with the Sail Barge, or what it looks like in the movie. It is very big. As you can see, it pretty much goes through my entire studio that I used to film. So yeah, it's a very long model, and you can see at the bottom there are some black stands which hold up the model, kind of make it look like it's floating, but also makes it good for display. But we'll go more in depth with the sides and stuff right now. So the sides are nice panels with a bunch of tiling and stuff. They're all on hinges, which allows you to access the interior and all that. But yeah, on the back here we have this nice curved thing for where the back raises up, and then we also get this fin here which can like come out and stuff. I really like the use of the wand piece there. Bit of stickering, lots of other tiles and stuff. And then these things here are on hinges, and they are supposed to act like windows, so you can open them up, look inside. Pretty nice detail there. But yeah, just a lot of great tiling. I like how they use the brown and dark brown to kind of show the ship's age and just add more detail. So as we go further down, we just have some alternating tiles and stuff, and not much detail here, just again more tiles, but it still looks great and looks like the Sail Barge in the film. So the front has some nice shaping here, and I really love how they were able to catch the slope nature, but also the curved nature of the front. Again, lots of tiles and stuff, and there's a bunch of hinges and like swivel plates on the inside, which makes it so this curves correctly and captures that look we see in the movie. We have some of these gray pieces on the sides for detail. But yeah, it just looks great. I really love the shaping they were able to capture, and it looks pretty good. So yeah, on the back side, we get the same pretty much detailing, just some different placements of the brown, dark brown tiles and stuff. And yeah, as we move down, this side again is the same. We have that fin here that can poke out and all that. The windows open, and then the back, at the back, we have these tiles that jut out. Maybe they're supposed to be engines, I don't really know though. And then we have some nice curvature, again captured with these back panels, a bit more straight at the back instead of like slanted, but it still looks pretty good. Lots of great detailing included. But yeah, let's take a look at the interior now. So, opening up this, we can see how these all hinge down and allow for good access to the interior. And you can see here how there's some pegs here which connect to these Technic pins, and that allows the top to stay in place. But it also means if you take everything off, you can take the top things off, which are also held in by these like pegs at the top. So it allows you to look in the interior a lot better and see everything more clearly. But yeah, at the back here we have Jabba's little platform he sits on, and it's really nicely detailed with a nice use of snot for like to create the slanted look on the sides and all that. We have some nice lights here as well, and then we do have his like feeding tube. I really like the like railing at the back, but we also get this chest that we can find at the back, which if we open up has a nice long chain inside, and that is for Jabba to hold the chain, and he can hold that chain. Yeah, there's also a tile in the middle, so he can sit him in there, and then yeah, he can hold the chain with his hand, and then you can connect the other end of it to his slave, Leia, and yeah, I can't really seem to connect it, so yeah, there you go. And then you can bring Leia and connect it. I won't really show it off just because of time and stuff, but yeah, we'll leave him. We don't want to behead him, but we'll just leave him out for now and put everything back in the chest. But really good looking area platform for Jabba. And then at the very back of the ship, we have this nice area detail with these lamppost pieces, which look really good as pillars. And there's actually a stand here that you can take out because it's connected to a tile. And this is actually Max Rebo's like instrument thing. I don't know what it's called, but it looks really good. We have some stickers for like the keys and some stuff at the back. Really good that they included it for the detail and all that. And I don't know why it doesn't want to focus on it, but yeah, it just sticks right here in the back, right behind his or Jabba's throne or platform. I don't really know what to call it. Alright, so the next area is the kitchen, and we have this nice staircase at the front, which there's a ladder that leads up, and there's like a little trap door that we'll take a look at that you can take your figures out, but it's removable. It's just connected by a tile, and then we can look better into the kitchen. Lots of details here. We have cabinets and stuff, trash can. We have some stickers there for like the food you can have. Then we have a bunch of glasses and just a bunch of stuff on the wall overall that makes the detailing look great. And then yes, there's like bones and cleavers and forks and spoons and stuff. And then yeah, we do have like a shelf up there, and you can't really see because of the beam in the way, but there's a shelf up there with some ingredients and stuff. And then there's like a frog on the floor, and a bunch of more tools and stuff hanging from the wall. There's some like fish even. Yeah, I don't I don't remember if these cabinets have anything in them. They might have like a bone or something. And yeah, we have a little storage area for plates down there, and then a nice little build for a little oven. Just a great looking kitchen area. So next up, we have the armory and prison. So we have some ladders here that again lead up and you can take out. And then we have a barrel here. And then at the back we have a bunch of tools that you can arm your Jabba's henchmen with. So like some cleavers and swords and axes and guns and stuff. And then we have like prison here. There's like a broom for some reason and a or handcuff, but you can actually take the 3 walls of the prison out. You can see just like a normal door, and then there's like a little area there with a C and then like some tick marks, and I don't know what that says, but yeah. And then you can see at the back there's like a little pipe or shower there, like water dispensary. And then the final area here is the control room. So we have a bunch of controls on this side, more on that side. We have 2 chairs which have some nice builds. And then at the front here you can see we have some control panels, bunch of stickers on those, some like joy or sticks to control it with. And yeah, another great thing about this is the door. So you can see here we actually have like a movable door which is on a rail, so you can slide it, let people come through, and then slide it closed, and it looks great. It has some more detail on this side as well, but I really love how they included that feature. And overall, yeah, the interior looks great. There's 2 sections to the top that you can take off. And they both have these giant, like, I don't know, sails on top. They are cloth pieces connected through these little holes there, and have some Technic pieces they can, like, kind of move around a bit. But yeah, besides that, we have a lot of gray tiling. I really love how this part of the back is raised up. And of course we have all the railings coming across using a bunch of these rubber bar pieces. We have a cannon here for the henchmen to shoot at intruders and stuff. And we have like a little pedestal there. I don't really know what that's for. I really like how they use whisks here for like some details and stuff. We actually do have like a little ladder on the side there, and I really like how they get some indents there. And then right here we have this nice cannon design, which is, I believe, the cannon they use to like blow up the ship, so it can rotate around. There's 2 studs here. We can actually put like a minifigure on the side, and yeah, it can go up and down. We have these like gears on the side for details. And then they use like these long lightsaber handles for the blasters. And then there's actually some points at the back where you can connect a minifigure hand to have them like holding on, which is pretty cool. And then right at the back, we have this little hatch here, which opens up. And this is where the first set of ladders would lead up to. So there's actually a way to get in and out, which is good. And then there's some stairs here, which look great. So the final part of the set that we're taking a look at is the front of the top, and this is a bit more of a flat area, and we have the same sail piece here, same little build for the thing going up. I didn't really talk about it before, but it has some great detailing. I really love these like pieces here that are used to kind of symbolize the connections to the middle pole. But yeah, again, we have a lot of railings coming around. I like how they use like the whip pieces here to show some detailing of like wires and stuff. Again, more detailing with the whisks. And then we have another one of those guns here, that same build as the other side. And then we have these 2 hatches here, which probably leads to the other ladder that we looked at last. But yeah, besides that, not much else here. Overall, this is a great set, great UCS set. Really good detailing for the sail barge. They really went all out, and the interior looks great and all that. Lots of good detailing and stuff. So the build is just immaculate. Definitely the best sail barge, and probably will be the best sail barge we ever have, unless they decide to remake this set way in the future. But I doubt we'll see another one for a while now. The figures are good. lacking a bit of detail and some cheaped out pieces there, and the stands are good for them. I just feel like they probably should have included the skiff or whatever it's called, whatever you want to call it, desert skiff I think it's called. They made a separate play set. I think they should have included it. This set is definitely a bit steep at $500 for only like 3,000 pieces. So it would have been a lot more worth it if they included that, and it would have made for a better scene and stuff. But overall, I think I'll give this set a 9.5 out of 10. There's some small things that bring it down, but it's a pretty good set. And if you're a fan of Return of the Jedi or other Star Wars movies, then maybe try out this set. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and check out the other videos on my channel. And we'll see you guys for the next video or stream. Goodbye!